We get Rock Slide off. So Titan hangs on with the Sliver, but we get a flinch there. Okay. This game is actually really crazy. What a banger. Hey guys, Cybertron. Relax, I was just gonna get there. Anyway, as this little buddy was saying, 80% of you aren't subscribed to the channel, so hit that subscribe button. It really helps. Hey, what Pokemon are you?
Okay, it's gonna be the Dreadnought, Pelipper, Sableye alongside the Serena, King Gambit, and the Toxtricity. There's quite a few things I do have to watch out for. King Gambit is a really, really scary Pokemon for my team, so that's something I'm gonna have to watch out for. I kind of like, it's kind of weird. I need something to make. I need to make sure that the Serena's checked because Serena's probably the most threatening Pokemon. I do kind of like Titan Lead. Titan Lead plus Hariyama sounds pretty solid to me, damage-wise, because Hariyama should be the slowest thing out of anything other than maybe the Sableye. And I like the idea of just being able to go for a switch to a Abomasnow potentially and knock out the Serena, which would be really ideal. So I do kind of like that. I think Hariyama's a pretty good bring. I do want to bring the Abomasnow. And then the last Pokemon, this is kind of curious because I don't know. Maybe it's Meowscarada or King Gambit here. I would like maybe another Rock Slide switch in if possible. Skeledirge could maybe put in work, but it depends because of course it is going against Rain, which isn't exactly the most pleasant matchup for it right here. And also my Terra is Terra Fairy, if I'm not mistaken. It is going to be the Terra Fairy, so the King Gambit isn't exactly checked through this. So I think I want to try out the Meowscarada. I think King Gambit might have been better, but I do want to see how it's going to be approached. We're using open team sheets for this, so I would like to see. It's Focus Sash, Pelipper, Declare Amulet, Dreadnought. This is a team that got top 16 at the VR tournament. I'm using a team that got top 40 in the VR, and I actually have no experience with this team, so let's see how it goes. I'm pretty curious. So I don't have to worry about Rain Dance from Sableye, which is really good. I am worried if they lead to Dreadnought because it's kind of a mind game immediately. We'll see. It's going to be Serena Sableye, which is a really good lead by his part because one of the things I really wanted to do was just switch into a Abomasnow. Now, it's a lot harder to do that right here. Okay. Do I want to take the burn immediately? I really don't want to. This could be U-turn. This could be Wisp. This also has Fake Out on the Sableye, so there's a lot of options Aaron could go for right here. This is a pretty tough position, I think. Abomasnow seems really good here if I can accomplish it getting in, though. I think right now I want to go for the Ice Spinner. I guess taking the burn isn't too bad. I don't think it is. And going for the close combat into the Serena slot immediately, I think, just for the damage. It's just trying to get Serena seems pretty solid. They go for the Willis. They are going to target down this Titan. They U-turn. Somebody's taking a close combat into an Ice Spinner, and I think that's pretty good. Pelipper doesn't appreciate this. Neither does Serena. They go for a play rough immediately, so Hariyama is going to take quite a bit, but me getting a knockout immediately is still pretty strong of a position, especially since this Sableye's only attacking move is Snarl. And because it's Snarl, I feel pretty good about Hariyama just being able to threaten another KO right here. So, goodbye, Serena. Very, very nice. And we're going to see what Aaron brings out next.
Okay, so really aggressive turn one overall, I would say. But I don't think it's that bad for me because I can go into Dreadnought now. And so Titan is burnt, so the damage output from that's not really super significant. The problem is I don't want to lose too many resources too quickly. Flame Orb. I mean, it's pretty easy to go into Dreadnought right now, right? Yeah, I basically have to really be careful about how I control the weather in this matchup. It's water, so I can get rid of my rock typing, which is fairly strong. I'm worried about Meowscarada being the back, so I ideally want to position Pelipper in to get a Tailwind up, ideally. I think here, for example, I could get away with just Terra. Oh, but I also have to worry about Energy Ball from Abomasnow in the back, in my opinion. I think one approach is Protect and actually switch in Pelipper. Quash as well. I want to play a little bit aggressively here, I think. Okay, I'm going for just Terra Water. Hari switches. Is that a Abomasnow coming in? Okay. That could be worse, because I'd say this puts me in a pretty good spot going into the next turn, because then I can just switch out into Pelipper and then click Rock Slide. I'm not going to do that much damage this turn, though. I also have to consider that James could Terra his Abomasnow into ground. It would have felt really good to click Rock Slide there, but alas, I did not go for it. Okay. It's going to be Liquidation here into Sableye. That's a crit, even with the crit, not that much damage. Crit and a defense drop. Dreadnought's Waterfall into Abomasnow with Snow. Not really going to do that much damage, but that's okay. The Snarl is actually pretty sweet here. Yeah, if I were James, I'd consider going for Terra with Abomasnow right now, right? I don't necessarily need to switch out this turn, in my opinion. Like, I could Protect. My question is whether or not Rock Slide KOs this, essentially. Because I could see James going all in and going for a big Terra here, essentially. The obvious play for me to make here is to Rock Slide and then switch out into Pelipper. I'm worried about Rock Slide not killing Abomasnow. I'd be really surprised if it survived that, though, honestly. They're also at -1, and I've Terra'd, so I'm not 4x weak. Okay, I honestly don't mind the Protect Snarl play too much here. I also have Quash. Yeah, Abomasnow switches. He's trying to win the Weather War, which makes sense. Back out into Hariyama. Cool. So we'll Protect here. Like, I have to basically make sure I don't lose Pelipper or Dreadnought too quickly right now. Good Ice Spinner, probably reading into the Pelipper switch in. I thought that was another crit for a second, but I did forget about the defense drop. That's actually a huge pain for me, isn't it? But because I have Quash, maybe it's not the end of the world. Man, yeah, crit into defense drop was not good for me. That turn was way too passive.
I would like to break a sash on the Pelipper. The only question is Pelipper doubling out here? Because I could see it. Maybe, actually, I think my best play is to go Meowscarada if I'm anticipating that play, and I'm going to go for a fake out into Dreadnought. Yeah, I like this play a lot, actually. Because I deny whatever attack you're going for with the Dreadnought. I can go for the Hariyama, switch to... Or not, I could switch out Hariyama next turn into my Meowscarada. I could maybe fire off a U-turn into Pelipper to break a sash. I actually really like this, yeah. I think that ends up working out really well for me. Let's see. Because Sableye, I don't think you want to lose a Pokemon here. If you lose a Pokemon here, it's just so bad for you. I'm switching out into the Meowscarada so I can threaten the Flower Trick potentially. Yeah, they do retreat. Nice. This is Pelipper. Excellent, excellent. Okay. Nice. And fake out into the Dreadnought. That actually does some pretty impressive damage, actually. That did do some pretty impressive damage. Okay. Since I am Choice Banded, I would like to go for the U-turn here into the Pelipper. And I would like to swap out into Abomasnow once again. Now, if they Hurricane read this, this is not great, but Abomasnow should live any attack from the Dreadnought. I really want to break a sash on the Pelipper. I think they kind of have to Hurricane. A Tailwind is kind of interesting here, but I mean, if I had Faint, this would be like a free Flower Trick potentially. But I do want to go for the swap here and U-turn to Pelipper. The main reason is I need to break that sash on Pelipper and then hope that Meowscarada with the Choice Band Flower Trick can beat my opponent's team. One of the things that's awkward about this team is because I am Protean on the... I believe, on the Meowscarada, which kind of stinks because they can still quash me in an endgame unless I click knockoff, which I might be forced to. We'll see. Bring out the Abomasnow. Getting the snow. Right now protect. Excellent. Okay. This is really good for me because I get a U-turn off into the Pelipper, and now that's a good amount of damage, actually. That's a very good amount of damage. Excellent. And they didn't even click an attack. Wait, did they go for double protect? Was that double protect? I think that might have been. I go out into Titan here because Titan can take the Hurricane just fine. I imagine there's a Hurricane in the slot. Or Tailwind. Okay. Tailwind's okay. It's not the greatest, but it's not bad.
If I were them, I think like you maybe consider Terra Abomasnow into ground right now. So I think like Rock Slide plus Hydro Pump here covers for it turning into ground Terra. Like Titan's not that much of an offensive threat, especially with me tearing into water. So I'm down to Rock Slide Hydro Pump here. This is a really close battle. I got kind of messed up with the Sableye getting crit and the defense drop because it meant I was forced to switch out Sableye sooner than I would have liked. And I think James has, yeah, made some really solid predictions as well. Okay, Abomasnow switches. I'm okay with that, though, I think. Into Hariyama, that's fine. Okay. Interesting, so Titan's actually going to commit the Terra here. So he's going to commit the Terra to something that's not really dealing that much damage, but now it's a pretty good defensive Terra, obviously, and I'm not doing that much damage to him in return either. Oh, and I miss Hydro Pump as well. Oh, that's really frustrating, but okay. Rock Slide. No flinch. They're going to spin her here into Pelipper. Okay, that doesn't do too much, though. I think Hari might still faint after the burn. I really hope so. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't. I think it's okay, though. Because how many turns of Tailwind do I have left? 2? Oh, that's such a big deal, though, because if Hari faints, like, you have a Choice Band and a Choice Scarf user in the back, and I can pretty easily finish off both with a Hurricane. So, like, now I have to double protect this turn, it feels like. Oh, I don't even have Protect on Pelipper. Wait, that's a problem, isn't it? You know, actually, it's fine to Rock Slide here and switch into Sableye, because Titan shouldn't pressure with that much damage. Unless Ice Spinner KOs me, but I don't have the defense drop this time around. Like, Fake Out's probably going to Dreadnought. Oh! Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Into Meowscarada. I don't mind that. We get Rock Slide off. So Titan hangs on with the Sliver, but we get a flinch there. Okay. This game is actually really crazy. What a banger. Because basically, late game Meowscarada sweeps me, so I have to not get swept by that. Rock Slide doing just under half makes me a little sad as well. And like, this is the classic problem with Sable. I don't do much damage with it, but I do have Fake Out this next turn, which is a pretty big deal.
I don't think I outspeed Dreadnought, unfortunately, right here. That's the problem. Yeah, maybe, I mean, Meowscarada was technically good into this, but it's like not putting in enough work here. I guess I can go with Abomasnow here. Because Rock Slide doesn't KO Meowscarada. This might be a raid-based play here then. Yeah, this could be a raid-based play. I'm going to Energy Ball the Dreadnought, and I think I'm going to Hard Swap to Hariyama. I don't think I would take a Rock Slide single target, though, but I could hope for the dodge at this point, because they're probably just going to click Fake Out and Rock Slide. But I kind of have to hope for this at this point. If I went into Hariyama, they were just clicking Fake Out into my Hariyama slot, and they would just click Ice Spinner, and then I just lose the game because I'm Choice Band locked. So this has been pretty tough because this Choice Band has not really allowed me to get anything, unfortunately, here. This Dreadnought has just been very difficult. Even with the double grass, it's just been very hard to break through. But we'll see. Hariyama? Fake Out, yep. Alright, can this... Let's see, Hariyama. It's Snow. Snow is out. Can you finish off the... Can you survive this? Yeah, okay. Wasn't expecting it after the single target. Okay. I mean, Tailwind Pierce out, but it doesn't matter because they just go out into Pelipper and then they just click Ice Spinner and I lose the game 100%. Alright.
So Abomasnow faints now. Meowscarada's the last one, and I can just switch Sableye onto Pelipper, change the weather, and we should be good here. Wow, this was really intense, though. Like, because we're both, like, trying to maintain the weather war. But I feel like after turn 1, I had a really big advantage, so... Ice Spinner, switch into Pelipper. Should always win us the game. But it's really scary, right? Because a well-positioned late-game Meowscarada can one-shot my entire team if I commit my Terra to Dreadnought here. So I have to be very careful about that. Okay. Change the weather. Yeah, Ice Spinner should get the KO here. Not having to worry about Sucker Punch is really nice. So, okay, we win game 1. What could have gone differently for James? Like, how would he adjust? I think, like, Sableye being able to burn on turn 1 was a pretty big deal. I think I didn't really think about how I could utilize Quash, so that's something to give some thought to. Serena as a lead actually feels really good because it blocks the Hariyama fake out. I'm not sure I actually even need to lead Sableye with it, although in that game it actually helped a lot because it pressured Titan with Will-O-Wisp. And I think in that game he just never really got the best opportunity to Terra, which is a really big deal. So, what's the adjustment he makes? Because Serena plus Sableye felt pretty good for me on turn 1. So I think like one adjustment you can make is play. I mean, would you really want Skeledirge or King Gambit here though? Skeledirge I think is interesting because of Will-O-Wisp. Like you can burn the Dreadnought. And you can Fairy Terra to do that as well. So I kind of want to give King Gambit a shot here from my end. No, I mean, is it really that good? Not really, right? I wonder if I can do anything with Toxtricity and just Boom Burst everything. But I think it's pretty hard to get that off because they have Earthquake with the Titan as well as Earth Power from Abomasnow. But if I expect him to like not bring the Snow duo, then Toxtricity becomes a lot more interesting in my opinion. Oh, but I can normal Terra with this. Is he just going to go with Hariyama? I don't think he's going to go with Hariyama plus Titan again. I mean, this lead is somewhat interesting to me, but then, like, Serena feels really good. Do I still want to go Pelipper Dreadnought on the back is a question. I'm trying to mix things up a little bit. We'll go Sableye, Toxtricity, King Gambit. I also really want to bring Serena here. I'm not going to go with the rain mode here. I don't know if that's the best option, but we're up one game. I think this might catch James off guard if he expects me to go with the same strategy. And I don't know if it's actually really that smart, but I feel like in the last game, he might have felt like he didn't get that much value out of Hail. Or Snow, I should say. So, I'm willing to try it out. Like, is it the smartest decision? I'm not sure, but it's just going to be Hariyama to Titan again. Okay. Yeah, so with this, I could obviously just fake out into Hariyama, Terra, and just Boom Burst. But I also do have a Will-O-Wisp in front of Titan. The question here is whether or not Titan considers switching out and Hariyama just clicks like close combat into Toxtricity. Yeah, like I lean a little bit more towards fake out Hariyama here. So it's also so it can't wide guard Terra and then just Boom Burst. Okay, let's go for it. Stays in. I think that's good.
Unless the Sableye has speed. I actually have no idea if the Sableye has speed. If the Sableye has speed, then this is a really bad play for me. But Paranormal, yep. I have wide guard though, so I'm really surprised they're going for this play. Like, I just have a free fake out into Toxtricity, yeah. They fake out the Hariyama. Oh, okay. I'm surprised on that because I'm pretty sure that they're naturally slower than me. So here comes an Ice Spinner into the Sableye. A lot of damage. That's some damage we're talking about now. Okay, that's some beautiful damage we're talking about right now. They know I have wide guard, but I just don't see a reason why I don't click at this turn. And liquidation. Do I liquidation? I do liquidation, I think. Because they might bring in Pelipper. If they bring in their Dreadnought in a close combat, I think they just straight out lose. Let's see how this is gonna go though. This is probably Willis from Sableye into my Titan and something else. If they Sludge Bomb, it's okay too. I don't think Sludge Bomb's that bad because I can always just hard pivot into my, what's it called? King Gambit. So if they want to stay in and just click a regular attack, I am a-okay with that. Because getting rid of the Sableye is pretty important. Yeah, they Boom Burst. Oh, that's so ideal here. Okay. That is great for me. Liquidation into the Sableye. Good. Yeah, they're in a really awkward spot because I can realistically just spam wide guard here until they're forced to switch.
Like, the debate now is basically, does James keep clicking wide guard? Because I could obviously capitalize by just making a switch, right? Or does he launch close combat? Because, oh, also, I could have thought about switching in Serena turn 1 just to bypass fake out. Ah, that's pretty interesting. The fact I'm slower, yeah, makes things a little bit more challenging, which is okay. I do kind of just expect wide guard again. I mean, I could double switch here, right? I could see James going for the close combat, though. Like, I really can. Okay, I'm actually going to stay in here, because I think he'll probably wide guard, but he doesn't. Nice. Like, I feel like at this point, it feels like I'm pressured to make that switch, right? And by not making that switch, yeah, we just one-shot Hariyama. But kind of took way too long for that to actually happen. Sable actually hangs on from the liquidation. Oh, that's a huge deal. Because it means I can just quash whatever's coming in right now. Nice. I'm glad we got the Boomers combo off. Okay.
Okay. Oh, that's really, really bad. I wonder if I can KO the Toxtricity. Dang, if I clicked wide guard too, he banked it all. All right. Maybe I'm gonna Sucker Punch an Ice Shard and just hope that KOs Toxtricity. I don't think I have another play. If they swap out here, it's not even that bad, I think. Because I still have my... They don't have Terra anymore, and I still have Terra on my side. So maybe manageable. Toxtricity isn't the bulkiest mon either, so I'm really hoping that Sucker Punch and Ice Shard can finish off the Toxtricity. If it doesn't, yeah, we're in a lot of trouble. Maybe it's winnable, but it's not looking great. They switch out Toxtricity, which is smart. What's coming in? King Gambit. Oh, they did not bring the Pelipper Dreadnought combination. Okay. The quash. Alright, yeah. Aaron brought the King Gambit. This is over. Unfortunate.
Sableye really doesn't have value here. Maybe I get Ice Sharded. I think Protect King Gambit and Earthquake here makes sense, personally. My King Gambit's not really going to take much damage from their end anyway. I also don't hate the idea of... I don't want to risk getting crit with Serena, though, is the thing, I think. Quash. Brick breaks the Titan's a guaranteed KO. Like I said, Protect Earthquake makes sense from their end. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I'm really happy about my decision to go with Toxtricity, even though turn 1 was not exactly the prettiest. But I think my conviction to just stay in with Toxtricity and, you know, keep going for a Boom Burst ended up paying off really nicely, which was awesome. Now we know that the King Gambit on the opposing side just committed a Protect. So with the Abomasnow coming out now, I can just quash the Abomasnow and Brick Break King Gambit. I think the play from James's end is commit your Steel Terra here. But with Earth Power and Serena having U-turn, I should be in a fairly good spot, I think. Quash. Brick Break is what I'm thinking. I don't know if Brick Break one-shots is the thing. Could also commit the ground Terra here, right? Yeah, the thing is, I actually don't know who's going to Terra this turn. Wash. Okay. That was kind of close. Because I think the Terra, I have a big lead here, but it's not over yet. Yeah, it's going to be King Gambit Terroring. That makes sense. Into pure steel. But it's interesting because, like, what do you lock yourself into with the Abomasnow? Is it Blizzard or is it Earth Power? Okay, yeah, Brick Break was not going to get a KO there really ever. Iron Head, yep. It's pretty good damage, honestly. It's the Life Orb, yep. Okay, it's going to commit to Blizzard. I feel okay about this because I think what I can do is simply bring out the Serena right now. And I have U-turn.
Serena. Is it faster than Abomasnow? I have no idea. It probably is. Maybe it's a low sweep combination here. Maybe I just hope that it's a speed tie between the King Gambits. I get an Iron Head off and then a Blizzard. I don't really have much of another play. They're probably low sweeping the Abomasnow, I imagine, here. Otherwise, I just go for the freeze. Let's see. I don't know if I can maybe crit the King Gambit with one of my attacks and they double up my Abomasnow. Might be a winnable game. But Serena has to feint too. They sucker punch. Huh. And U-turn. Oh, they expect to protect. Wait, hold on. No, I think I still... Okay, I need to crit the King Gambit right now. It's pretty important that I crit the King Gambit. Or if I live sucker punch again. But that looks really close right here. Okay. Toxicity in. Blizzard. Toxicity lives, which is actually really good for me. Iron Head. Okay.
He can't sucker punch me now, though. Yeah. So I can just switch back out into Serena. Sucker punch to finish off Abomasnow. And then it's a 2v1. And both Pokemon should be able to get the knockout. But yeah, I think Cleave has a slightly higher base power, right? So that's why I didn't want to just risk, like, my King Gambit fainting, knowing, like, he has it. But yeah, now I switch out to prevent him from sucker punching. I'm just worried about sucker punch not KOing Abomasnow. It's actually a little bit close, I think. We'll see. Okay, we get our sucker punch off. Nice. That should be the game. Cool. Because no matter who the King Gambit targets here, and he goes for the sucker punch play. Yeah, that's his only out, honestly, I think. So we just denied that opportunity, and now we can just low sweep and Brick Break.
But yeah, like there's nothing I could do here, unfortunately. I think I needed like a critter freeze, unfortunately. And that is gonna be it. Unfortunately, I could not bring this to a game 3, but Aaron did play that game 2 especially well. Like the tools that he brought, the rain mode, the Dreadnought was already a problem, and I had to focus it. And he brought the other modes, which were also pretty good. Like my hope was probably him not bringing King Gambit there, but yeah, I do think if I wide-arted though, I did have a better shot, and I am kicking myself for going for more aggressive read when I kind of was already behind in the set, and it was very unnecessary, I think, in order to do that. But yeah.
I think, yeah, the dynamic was really interesting here because I think, like, Dreadnought was really powerful until the Abomasnow Titan combination. I think, like, knowing, like, he didn't have Protect on Titan, Abomasnow, Meowscarada, or Hariyama made things a little bit easier for me as well. And I figured, like, King Gambit made sense as an adjustment because in game 1, like, the problem was that I was able to basically burn him too easily. And so what you can do is switch in King Gambit because it's dark typing or part dark typing. And so that lets you prevent the priority Will-O-Wisp from Sableye thanks to Prankster. So yeah. But I think in that game, basically, like I was like, I want to go with Toxtricity. Could have played out a little bit better given that the Hariyama ended up outspeeding Sableye, which is maybe something I should have anticipated. I feel like I'm just so used to Hariyama being like min speed. But ultimately, yeah, I think what benefited me was the one turn where I was like, oh, like at first I thought like he just wouldn't go for wide guard at all, and he went for it. And then the second turn, like it feels so obvious for him to go for it again, but I figured like I would just get so much damage off if I get the turn right. But that's what makes the open team sheet really interesting, because if James clicks wide guard as I switch in something else, then he's in a kind of awkward position. The reality though is that I didn't really have like super good switch-ins. I feel like normal Hariyama looked kind of scary in that matchup. And so I was like Toxtricity is my best way to deal with it. And, I could switch in Serena, but then things can get a little bit scary because then he can just go normal Terra to like not faint from play rough, and then things can get kind of awkward. So I think the turn where I ended up just boom bursting back to back and getting Hariyama out of the way like really cleared the game for me. And then, yeah, I'm pretty glad about my decision to not go Pelipper Dreadnought on that one, because I think Pelipper Dreadnought would have felt a little bit weaker in that end game, whereas Serena gave me the tools to deal with the Sucker Punch from King Gambit and the also Sableye looked amazing in that game. I feel like that's like maybe the best I've ever played with Sableye in a best of 3. Like it just provided so much value because it was immune to the fake out from Hariyama, could burn the Titan, and Quash was actually super helpful in that game. Like normally Sableye suffers from the problem of just like sticking on the field for way too long, but in this one, yeah, that was not the case. So really happy to feature both the Dreadnought as well as the Toxtricity, because they were both pretty crucial to the wins. And that's part of the thing with the best of 3, especially for a fun exhibition set. I wanted to feature the different modes as well. So yeah, huge thank you to James for battling here, and thank you to you all as always for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I thought it was a really fun matchup between two interesting teams, like Hariyama, Titan, Abomasnow, Pelipper, a lot of Pokemon that I think aren't seeing that much usage right now in Series 1 VGC. So thanks as always for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. All right, peace.